Welcome back. It is your girl Mystic, and you are back watching my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming to visit me. Thank you for keeping up with my journey. As you can see, I'm in a new place. No, this is not my new place. Again, I will do a home tour soon. Again, I don't know what soon looks like, but just know eventually y'all will get one. But we have to take a break from the madness and do something different. I am out of town. If you don't follow me on my other socials and you want to take a wild guess what city state I am in, go ahead and leave a comment down below. You see the hair is different. You see the location is different. I might as well just take you along and show you how I got from here to there. As well as I'm gonna just show you some day in the life of me and some of the different activities I like to partake in when I go on vacation. This is not my first time here. I love coming here, so some things I do differently, some things I do the same. But I ain't gonna hit you with all the rambling. Let's just go ahead and start the video now. If you don't learn anything else about me, please learn this. When it comes to a plane, baby, I'ma get on one. I don't know about y'all, but is it just me? But that little hallway to the plane, it's like very long. I don't understand that. It's like it doesn't look that long when you start at the beginning of the hall, but when you get the tapping and walking and left, right, left, right, left, right, it's just like, dang, I ain't got to the plane yet. And don't let you be standing behind people that's still trying to get seated and all of the things like I'm having to do right now. But lucky enough for me, I guess nobody was in the mood to fly with Southwest that Monday because, baby, when I say they had over 100 seats empty, yeah, they said spread out, do your thing. Like I had a row, the row behind me, the row to the side of me, plenty of rows was empty, and that ain't a problem with me whatsoever. The less people in my space. And as you are looking at my feet, don't do too much because I wear slides to the plane. Because when I'm going through TSA, I'm not trying to struggle putting my shoes back on. And I don't start off with having socks on. I'll be like, I don't want to touch this nasty floor at my feet. So I always carry socks and I always have slides. A little traveling hack courtesy of Mystic. Anyways, I honestly love a good window seat. I actually enjoy looking outside, even when there's turbulence. I don't know, I'm weird, but I like to see what's going on. It does not bother me one bit. I be vibing out to my music. Sometimes I'll watch a little movie, a little show. It don't quite matter to me, but I really don't take naps for real. Or if I do take a nap, it isn't long. Like, I don't know if I'm just super uncomfortable or it's just such an exciting environment. But do y'all be taking naps on the plane? Like, for me, I have to be like dog tired, where I had to get up at like 3, 4 in the morning to make it to the plane, or I had a super long trip like Vegas. Vegas wears me out each and every time. I feel like Vegas is the only place going and I'm coming home where I'm just like, yeah, I need this nap or I'm not going to survive, because there's always so much to do in Vegas. On top of it is such a huge time zone jump for me from Vegas to where I'm at. Like I be feeling the jet lag. And honestly, I'm not even one of those people that get super comfortable on planes either. Like, I accidentally forgot my cheetah neck pillow. I'm super sad about that. But again, I don't be going to sleep. So what do I really need it or use it for? I'm really not. And also, I've never, ever let my seat back. Have y'all let y'all seat backs? Like, I don't know. And then it's not even enough room. So then I be feeling bad, like if I'm in somebody else's space or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't even get comfortable on a plane like that. I love a good nighttime sky view coming into a big city. I don't know what it is. I mean, coming into a city in general, but being from Oklahoma and there ain't really too much to look at for real. I just really love views from other sites and places, especially a big city like the one that I am headed to. But I ain't even gonna hold you. I am contemplating, dang, maybe I really should have took this nap because it's late and I still have things to do. Still gotta get myself ready for bed. Still gotta eat. It's a long way from home. Dang, I should have took a nap. But now that we're here, let's get things situated. The braids are out and we gotta do something with this head. I got full confidence in this lady and it's not that bad, it just needs a little shaping or whatever the girls say. But you know what? Yeah. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and reintroduce myself to you. Hello, my name is Mystic and you are watching my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming to visit me. The baddest has now entered the room. Speak, I speak back, but don't piss me off. Yeah, I think it's giving what it needs to give. Shout outs to her for doing this for me. And since the hair is done, you might as well go someplace where you can show it off. And this is the perfect place to do it. I absolutely love this place. This is a nice little fall pumpkin patch pop-up place. And let's get into the scenery because there is plenty of photo op for the cutesy girlies that like to get dressed up for the fall and take amazing pictures. This is a fall wonderland made just for us. So this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be serving looks. Let's really get into it. For me, one of my hacks I like to do is I really don't care for taking still pictures anymore these days. I like to take live pictures, or more often than not, I like to take videos and then just go through footage and screenshot what I thought were good moments and just use those as pictures. I just feel like it's a little quicker, it's a little easier. Like, I may not like a picture fully, but a video, there's different moments in videos where I'm just like, I liked that pose or I like what I was doing. So yeah, let me use that. But I'm not going to play with you when I say the temperature is temperaturing. It is cold as cold can be. I don't know if you can tell in my face. Like, I'm trying to be cutesy, girly, match with the aesthetic, all of the things, get some good content in. But baby, I am freezing. I am cold. The gloves is barely doing anything. The scarf ain't really doing nothing. The hat truly ain't doing nothing. And this whole outfit is sponsored to you by Shein. And them clothes is thin. So I'm freezing to death. Like, it was still in the 80s, mid 90s where I lived. And now I'm here in the 60s, 50s. Baby, what is this? But anyways, we're not going to complain. We're going to keep it cute. I love this place. Like, this is my second year going. And you know what? It's not sponsored. This is not sponsored whatsoever. I'm just telling you, out of the kindness of my heart, this is a beautiful place to go. So go get dressed up. Go take you some pictures. Take some by yourself. Take some with your boo. Take some with your friends. Have them be little personal photographers. You get into being their personal photographer and just do what you do. Like, there's so many great things you can capture. And if you're not into pictures, that's okay as well. They have plenty of things to offer here at this establishment, okay? They got axe throwing. They got bull riding. You can get you some food. They got apple cider. They got hot cocoa. You can have, some drinks with a little swig of some alcohol in it if you want it for real. Like, there is plenty of stuff to do. And then they have merch you can get. Then they also have pumpkins all throughout the establishment, so you can get a ticket that you can take one of the pumpkins home for free, or you can buy the pumpkins. Like, girl, what you waiting on? Stop playing and go over there. And then there's a corn maze, and this corn maze is not for the faint of heart, because baby, when I was in the corn maze last year, we was in and out of there in 5.5 seconds. When I say we got so lost and turned around in this corn maze 15 times, I thought to myself, I may never see my home again. I may never see it again. So, don't be too wasted in there. There was a lot of people that was in the corn maze that was lost and drunk and stuff in there. And, maybe that's a little fun to others, but I don't think that would be fun to me. But yes, it's just so precious here. Tell me you wouldn't love it here. Again, there's plenty of stuff to do, like at the fair or carnival, how you can win prizes and play games. Go win your boo something stuffed and cute. Okay? Get you some food if you're hungry. They got plenty of things for you. Now let's go ahead, get out of here, and we about to get into this yoga / Pilates class. And you know what? Don't ask me why I signed up for this, because this is not big girl friendly. But I don't really need to narrate me struggling to y'all. Y'all gonna see it yourself. So let's just break into a mini story time. I was asked to do a story time about how I started dating the drag king, or, little bits and pieces about the drag king life. Let me tell you, again, I came out in college, so everything was brand spanking new to me. I didn't know nothing about labels other than a lesbian. I didn't know there was breakdowns of mask and stud and stem and fem and all of the things. So I was really just learning as I went. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I did date a lot of women that had been in the game longer than me, who were way older than me. And so my first girlfriend ever, she was a drag king, and I had always knew about drag queens. Hell, I had gone to some shows before, even when I was still on the straight side. Love me some good drag queens. I love sitting down and watching RuPaul's Drag Race. If ever y'all want to get into the new seasons with me, let's go ahead and get into it. We can start a little club and talk about it. But I actually really enjoy drag. So when I met her and she told me that she was a drag king, I was like, huh? But then I put two and two together. And then next thing you know, I started going to her shows. And we had somewhat of a friendship before we became girlfriend and girlfriend, partly due to I didn't know what was going on, partly due to she was still married at the time that we met and got together. Yes, I did date a married / separated, or however you want to look at it, woman. And yes, I did reap the karma and all the terrible benefits from it. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. Leave married people alone. Leave people that are committed in relationships alone. Please, I am begging you. Anyways, her style of drag was a very interesting style. I feel like different people who do drag, they definitely have their own little style as far as like how interactive with the crowd they want it to be. And let me tell you, she was super interactive. She was a mix between I am Magic Mike, I am a dancer, and I am a stripper. She was the only drag king out there taking women from the crowd, laying them on the ground, flipping them, stripping herself. I was so taken aback. But, I supported her. I tipped her little dollars. I went to her shows as much as possible. Like, I was down for the ride with my little drag king. I would show y'all some footage because I definitely still have some, because the person who requested this, I definitely said, before I do this story, let me go back into my archives and try to remember everything that went down with this. But it was so crazy. It was a crazy time. But I will say, every one of the little girls that would go to her show, they would always see her perform and just be this sexy figure. And again, she thought she was Magic Mike. I really wish I could show you this, y'all. I really wish that I could. I wish I could tell you her drag name so you could go look her up yourself. To this day, I think she still performs drag. I don't know. I don't keep up with my exes. Matter of fact, what exes? I was a virgin for you, baby. I don't have an ex. Yeah. But anyways, the girls would come up to me after the shows and just be like, oh my God, you are just so lucky. I'm sure y'all have so much fun. I would love to be the fly on the wall and just all the things. And let me tell you, baby, that lady severely disappointed me. Okay, the first time we ever did relations, I was so disappointed. I would not let that lady touch me for a good periodically time. And then after we started doing stuff for real, I still wasn't that happy. You know, there was happy moments, happy times, beautiful gowns, beautiful dresses, but 9 times out of 10, I was not feeling what we had going on in between the sheets in my home. Anyways, all of those girls would come up to me like, baby, this is not the treatment that she serves at the house. She never does these gyrating moves. I don't know where these long strokes are coming from. I've never been flipped. And you know what? You say to yourself, well, maybe confront her. Communication, partnership. And I literally would ask her, you don't do none of this at the house. When do I receive some of this treatment? And she told me, it's just performative. So sad to say to the girl, sorry to disappoint the dream. But Magic Mike did not Magic Mike me in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, drag is a very super serious world, like being on the other side of it, because she wasn't just like doing shows, like she for real like did the pageants and everything. Like she won titles and had sashes and crowns, and it was a thing. And she had to go on tour to different places. One time we was going to Arizona, one time we was going to Texas, just so many different places where she had to go be the best drag queen that she could possibly be. And it wasn't too shabby, because the dollars that she was getting for being her Magic Mike self, she was giving me the money at the end of the night, and we was going to go get food, and I was getting gifts. So shout out to y'all that tip y'all drag kings and queens in the community. Like, you help the world around you. You help those of us who support the drag kings and queens. Listen, I would really be interested to see RuPaul even put together a show for the drag kings. Like, I would be absolutely down to watch that. And then when I got into that community with her as well, following her around because she was super well known and all of the things, that's when I started meeting people that were trans. And I had never known anybody that was trans a day in my life. So literally when I switched over to the lesbian side, I was just like thrown into the pool of fire and was just really learning as I went, which is crazy when you think about it, because it was just like I was raised in a very Black Christian household, not a very open-minded group of individuals. So then to be thrown into a lifestyle where you literally have to expand your mind to even grasp what's going on around you. Yeah, definitely a learning curve, but I'm so happy for those experiences. Also, she was the first poly person I ever dated or was with, or whatever the case may be. Again, this lady, again, she was definitely years ahead of me, mindsets ahead of me. I really should not have dealt with such an experienced woman at such a young age, but we can't go backwards, baby. All we can do is go forward. I was definitely put in a lot of situations with her where I was just like, yeah, this is inappropriate. I don't want to be dealing with this. Like, unfortunately, she had messed with a lot of her friends. I really don't care to deal with people that still keep ties to exes and people that they dealt with in such a way. And she would make me hang out with women that she's done things with, and they would want to be my best friends, and that was just super uber weird to me. So yeah, no, and that's not even the bad stuff. Again, this lady was a lot, so I'm not even gonna get too much into it. But yeah, she was a drag king. I don't even know how I really ended up in such a situation, because at first I was definitely very judgmental towards it. Not like in a bad way or like, this is a sin, y'all shouldn't be doing this, whatever the case may be. More so when I first came out, like I was not comfortable with my sexuality whatsoever. So it was like, if I had girlfriends or I was dating people, like, I really didn't want to be labeled as gay or a lesbian, like, in public or out and about. Like, please do not touch me in public. Like, I was just super awkward. Like, please do not stand too close to me while we're at the store, when we go on dates. Like, don't be doing too much stuff. Like, I was just not comfortable being out and about all at the same time. So it was definitely a learning curve. So I was in support of her, especially like in gay or lesbian spaces, but outside of that, like, I used to want to keep my distance from her. And it wasn't just a her thing. I think more so in general, like coming out and dating. Like, I even remember my first date with the first person that I wanted to go out with. Well, I really didn't even want to go out with the lady. She was not my type anyway, shape or form. But I really was just trying to get my little foot in the lesbian door, honey. And we must have went to some bar together, and we sat next to each other, and she pulled my chair closer to hers. And I don't know, my heart was racing. I felt like people were staring at me. Like, I was having a mini heart attack on the inside. She tried to wrap her arm around my chair. I must have jumped out of that chair so fast. Like, I just really was not comfortable in my skin yet. And not even to be like it was a lesbian thing, because even when I was straight, like, I still wasn't a super physical touch kind of person. But I definitely felt really judged when I came out. It was a real thing that I had to navigate through. But now I've more warmed up to physical touch, because I've definitely had a lot of partners that are into physical touch, and I really didn't grow up with physical touch. So at first it was super like awkward and uncomfortable, but then like being with people that I actually enjoyed doing it or learning how to get comfortable with it, like, it wasn't as bad as what it felt like in the beginning. So I'm into it now, honey. Hold my hand, give me kisses, all the things. Let's hug. I don't care where we are at. I mean, like, let's not do that at church or whatever. But we could be anywhere, anytime, any place. Let's just not do too much. But I definitely need people around you to know that you're my woman. So when people that I date now, if they aren't into physical touch, I be like, this kind of feel a little bit like jail. Is this what the girls were feeling when I wasn't really into this? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Sorry. I definitely don't think that they tell you about the awkwardness that comes when you aren't super comfortable with your sexuality yet, because it's real. Like, it really did affect me for some years, for several relationships. So it's definitely interesting seeing how comfortable I am with it now versus what I was in 2015, 2014, 2016. I have grown a lot in this little lesbian life, as I'm now about to hit a decade on this side. I love it here. I mean, it hurts my feelings a lot, and getting my heart broke 24/7 all the time by women I just want to love me. But I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. I might just have to be by myself, but I'm still gonna love the girls from afar, still wish for the best. But yeah, y'all, I had to sit up there and come out of them socks. This lady had me sweating in places I didn't remember that I'd be sweating in. But go ahead, let's just fuel it on up, and I'll see y'all later. See y'all next week. Bye.